What's up everybody? The 300Z project continues to move at a snail's pace, but the goal today is to work on the turbo. I want to get it mounted to the exhaust manifold, get it clocked, and get the turbo lines all plumbed. So let's get to it. So before I plumb the turbo, I want to get the turbo in position, get it clocked so it's all ready to go, and then I'll route the oil inlet and the oil outlet. The other thing I was a little concerned about was the waste gate. I have it off just to make that turbo easier to get in and out, but I don't know if you can tell, I should be able to get that on pretty easily and make it work. I'm actually pretty happy with how it looks right now. With as much trouble as it took me to get that in there, I was getting pretty nervous about it, but like I say, I think it actually looks pretty good where it's sitting. So I was able to get this snap ring off using these 90-degree pliers from Harbor Freight. I did have to grind the tips a little bit to get them to fit in those holes just right. And now with that snap ring off, you can see this housing moves pretty easily. So I should be able to get it right where I want it and then put that snap ring back in place. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but the turbo at this point should be clocked pretty well. And if you look down here, that's kind of the gap where I need to get it in. I think I'm gonna put it in right now, and then I'm gonna put the exhaust manifold in. It's pretty difficult to get a camera in there, but basically I'm just gonna put this down right in there and set it on the steering rack. So as you can see, it's just sitting on the steering rack down there. Now I'm going to try to install the exhaust manifold. So I'm hoping that this will be the last time I install the exhaust manifold and the turbo. So I want to make sure I get my gaskets in there. I've put this thing on and taken it off about 20 times now. Okay, so gaskets on, now the exhaust manifold. Have a great technique for getting it in. So I got the exhaust manifold on. It's only being held on by one bolt, so I can move it around a little bit. That helps me get the turbo on a little bit easier. But now is the tricky part, trying to get the turbo attached to the exhaust manifold. So here is the oil feed line that I have for the car. I bought this off eBay. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it will actually work how I imagine. It has a banjo bolt that will go into the block. Then this right here will go onto the hose. This goes directly into the top of the turbo and the hose connects to it. It also came with this T, but I don't need this, but you know, depending on where you're getting into your block or what your application is, maybe you want that. I believe this bolt for this banjo fitting, it was a slightly odd size, but if my memory is correct, I want to say it was like an M12 by 1.25 thread, but you're probably going to want to double check that. I did get the turbo in, all the gaskets are in. The exhaust manifold's not bolted up all the way. I left it on a little loose in case I need to, you know, wiggle things around a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get that oil feed line in and see what we're working with here. So I got the banjo bolt in there. As you can see, it just barely fit, but I think that will work. Now I just need to tighten her up a little bit and get the oil line on here. So I got the oil hose weaving around in there. As you can see, the tip's right here. And then this little adapter will go on right here. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is how people typically do it. Obviously, there's some bigger flanges that you can get, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this will work. It seems like it should to me, and pretty straightforward. I believe this hose that came with the kit was 40 inches, and honestly it's a little bit long for this, but there just wasn't a whole lot of other options, so it's kind of going all over the place. but that will just go on there. So that looks like it'll work. I may have to try to find a shorter hose. That thing's pretty long, but I think it'll work for now. Right now I'm just going to leave that fitting finger tight, because before I start the engine, this turbo came with some oil that says you're supposed to put in there, I think, so you don't burn up the turbo. So I'm just going to leave it finger tight for now and keep my fingers crossed that I remember to put that oil in right before I start it, and hopefully it'll all work out. So for the oil return line on the turbo, this is what I was planning on doing. Now that I have the turbo in there and looking from underneath, there's just absolutely no way this is going to work. The turbo is sitting directly over the steering rack, and this just, there's not even that much room in there. There's only about this much room. So I'm going to have to figure out something else for that. I'll worry about that later. So I ended up having to take the turbo off again. The problem I had was where the wastegate, it will come off right here, and it comes off right to this area right here, the top of it. And where I had this turbo housing, it was basically like right directly where that is going to sit. And I think this will actually give me a little better angle. So I had to just adjust this turbo housing again. I angled it up just a little bit more than it was before, but I'm going to leave it on there a little bit loose in case something comes up. I'm still not sure how I'm going to do that oil return line for sure. Now that's going to be it for this video. It's probably gone on long enough. I know it's taken me long enough just to get this stupid turbo in there and get the oil line ran. But the next video, I'm going to do the piping for the intake. If you want to see that, just click my logo to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.